Huh?
So you know.
What?
It's technically their property right there.
Oh, you mean I can't film a journalist from the public space? Is that the right? Somebody's gonna deny me today? So we're here outside the Excell Energy building on 18th and Larimer in downtown Denver, Colorado. That is the 1800 building. And and star the 11th, right? Hello, everybody. Happy Save the Planet Day. Thank you. Yeah, you know, something nice. I didn't know what I was saying there. I just decided to come on and journalize this, right?
Awesome.
No coal by 2025. That's an answer I can have. Hi, I'm Brian.
Hey, Brian, I'm Brad.
Brad,
Nice to meet you.
you.
Thanks so much.
What's your last name?
Ben.
Now we know what it's like to be homeless.
So I have ordering my own face. You want to get out? And I tell them today. Of course, no, I don't think he was happy about it.
Yeah. I should send you a link for this too.
Oh yeah.
Where people can sign up.
And I'm going to educate people a little bit once I get all hooded up here. Like the hood. Because you got to prove what you got. So we've got Planet Before Profit, ladies and gentlemen. The goal is to end coal by 2025. And so we're out here in downtown Denver. And I'm just going to leave it streaming, right? Educate as people come in and out. And climate justice, there we go. That's one I recognize. You know why I recognize it? Oh, yeah. It's right there. Right? We're a terrorist organization, according to multiple anti-protest organizations.
We're on, just for the people who are watching, we're on demanding an end of coal by 2025. It's not acceptable that state plans allow Excell to continue building and operating coal into the next decade. It's not good for us. It's not good for the planet. We know they can get to 8% renewables faster.
So, if you're out there, come join us. Oh, I bet you do. I bet you do. Being a part of a small community effort is wonderful. I love it. I love it so much.
These are leftover signs from XR in 29. We had our own house. We're like, yeah, we'll do that.
Come on down, get your steps in.
Right. Save the world and save your waistline. Join us is a little more friendly.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping
Yeah.
for.
The other capitalism.
Oh yeah, I don't need that on me.
So yeah, that's not a good one. So yeah, it's like.
All right, I'm just at.
Steady. Turn. There we go. There we go. Again, we're coming to you live on 18th and Larimer on a 100-day vigil on Excell.
Thanks. I like his delivery method. Wagon. That's environmentally conscientious. Yeah? Oh, this is the public sidewalk up to
No,
here,
it's
right?
up to this line right here.
Oh. All right, well, we don't want him coming out and telling me I'm on the wrong side of the property now, do we? Talk to my people for a second.
Go for it.
See how they're doing. I haven't said hi all day, have I, people? So we are here. Day, what is it, 11?
Yeah.
Day 11 of 100 days of protest. Planet before profits. End coal by 2025. That's right, folks. Citizen Z, you might think that Excell Energy says that they are going for a green footprint. Unfortunately, here in Colorado, they're attempting to extend and continue building and developing coal-fired power plants instead of scheduling them all for decommissioning. So that's why we're out here today, because the corporate footprint, the profitability of going to zero waste is there, and we know it's there. But in Colorado, Excell is attempting to extend coal plant manufacturing and development instead of phasing it out, with a plan to end all coal by 2025. So we are out here as part of 100 days of continuous protest for planet over profits, so that our children and our grandchildren might have a place to live, right? Instead of commissioning more coal power plants, we should decommission all coal-fired energy. Get off of coal by 2025. And maybe Santa would be good to all of us, right? So, yeah, you know, that's the thing, is that it has to be a profit reason, and we know now that solar and wind and converting to 80% all electric generation, solar and wind, it's profitable. It's more profitable than building and then having to decommission coal plants, right? And part of that profit process is the conversion off of natural gas electricity, right? Because methane is also very, very bad. And so what we want to focus on is localized solar, right? Green Roof Initiative here in Denver, Colorado means that every building that goes up generates electricity. It conserves water, or it eats CO2 from the localized atmosphere. So they're actually talking about putting trees on it and things like that, right? On roofs and having environmental conditions. So, yeah, we love. We're not trying to go to nuclear citizency. We're trying to do a little bit more than that. And there's lots of people who are excited and engaging in that conversation. It's just a matter of continuing to grow the community support. All right, let's put trees and solar panels and windmills on all these buildings.
I don't know about that.
Why not?
We can work close. Maybe get a vortex box.
No, I mean just like miniature, like pinwheels and stuff. I'm not talking like blades that are 16 foot long a blade. I'm talking maybe miniaturized windmills.
Well, the only problem with miniaturized is the wind resource in like 90 meters is like hundreds of times higher than it is here at the boundary layer. The higher up you can get them, the more your capacity.
So if you put windmills on the top of these buildings, that would be beneficial.
Possibly, yeah.
And
possibly
again, not 16 foot blades.
Yeah, you have to be small. I don't know what it is. That's an interesting. I don't know if anybody's done that. I'm sure they have. There's so much stuff of energy out there.
Yeah, I know.
11, maybe.
10%. So here's the deal. I actually worked with a guy in Peoria, Illinois, that sold small windmills like they would have on farms.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right, but they put them on houses.
Yeah. Definitely see that. That's certainly a possibility. And the wind. The nice thing about wind is sometimes the wind will blow when the sun's not shining, so that gives you that sort of.
Right. So you need both dual generation, solar and wind, on every rooftop.
And batteries.
And batteries and electric heat.
Yep. Yeah. In fact,
why don't we talk a little bit about your open energy model?
Yeah, sure. So
why you believe we can get there and what your credentials
And while we're at it, why don't you just go ahead and introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's Brad Benner. I'm a citizen. I'm also a statistician. So I do numbers for a living, and I can tell you that the numbers on clean energy are completely in our favor. The only thing that Excell has going for them now is ignorance and power. But those are two things we can take on. Now, Dr. Christopher Clack has shown that not only can we go to 80% clean electricity, we can go to 80% clean energy. That's all energy. That's including petroleum. That's including natural gas for buildings. That's including industrial sources. We can get to 80% by 2030, and that will cost less than we're currently paying for electricity. So the wonderful thing about electricity is how much more efficient it is. So the energy you put into heating a building with an air source heat pump can be 3 times more effective than just heating directly with natural gas. So we have science on our side. So these are all things that we believe are possible, and the main thing that's standing in our way now is our old and antiquated ways of thinking about energy.
Somebody says that it would cost $30,000 to put panels on their house and to maintain each year and then replace every 20 years. Do you think that's accurate?
$30,000 would buy you a lot of electricity. Now, the reason you wouldn't be able to make a lot of money on that is because Excell would only pay you the wholesale cost when you're over generating. So Excell will charge you 11 cents for the electricity they sell you, but they might pay you 3 cents when you sell it back to them.
Okay.
So one of the things we have to do is we have to facilitate this sort of distributed energy resources in people's houses. So right now it's not necessarily cost effective for an individual to put solar panels on their house because they're not able to realize the full value of those panels. So one of the things that we really think is necessary is a much more democratic approach to producing energy and making that sort of material available for people.
Okay, well that makes sense. And again, the idea here is that we want to educate people, right? Most people don't know, for example, that in the state of Colorado, Excell lobbied to limit how much electric generation a person could generate and in the methods in which they were allowed to generate.
Absolutely.
Right? So the idea that if you say, I want to upgrade the infrastructure to my house, I'm going to get off natural gas and I'm going to put in electric heat, you can't also at the same time with the same loan from a bank for a home improvement put solar panels on to offset the electric increase. You actually have to consume the energy for 12 months before you're allowed to build the offset.
Interesting.
And so that's a real difficulty in this process of conversion, because the other factor then is that you have to have the infrastructure at your local transmitter to receive the energy that you're building off the grid, right? And currently, you're not, I think the regulation is like not allowed to store more than a day's worth of electricity consumption in your home.
Right. Now these are all problems, and the reason why this happens is because it's not in Excell's profit-focused interest to have distributed generation. They want to own all the solar and all the wind, and they want to build it far away from people so they can build transmission. So the profit motive for Excell is not leading us to the energy system that we need. Now the good news is that a lot of these laws are really done at the local level, and there's a real chance for activists to get together and to start changing these local laws. That municipalities and city and county of Denver or other places can really start doing some things to help the workers.
But I thought the electric generation regulations were done at the legislature of the state.
They are current. So another thing that we need in terms of law reform, we need to have municipalities have much greater input into the distribution system. So all that, what Excell provides is going to be, a few locations in Denver where there's a big substation. Everything else is governed by a distribution system, and we need really, legislative reform to really reform that distribution system. So again, that's not something that Excell will pursue because it's not in their profit interest. But it'd be cheaper and better for everyone in Colorado to really reform the laws that cover the distribution system.
I like that, because my viewers, one thing that they continuously get educated on is going to court, going to legislative, going to council, going to the places where the rules are made and saying, are you making rules that represent me? Right? And so that's the real big key, everybody.
And we call this larger effort energy democracy. Energy needs to be in the hands of the people, governed by the people, for the people, not in the hands of shareholders that live in Saudi Arabia that purchased a bunch of Excell stock.
Oh, that's an interesting one. So you're saying just like our buildings and our land and our property are being bought up by international conglomerates, our electric generation and consumption systems are owned by international corporate entities?
I don't know exactly what the distribution of Excell stock is, how much is held domestically and how much is held internationally. But fundamentally, Excell is there to serve the interests of capital. They're trying to shareholders, which is capital for most people. So their goal is to maximize return to shareholders, not necessarily to ratepayers. So we need Excell to be focused on producing value to ratepayers, not to shareholders.
Yeah, I like it. I hope you guys like it too. So day 11 of 100.
Day 11 of 100.
At lunchtime
every day from 12 to 1.
All right.
Someone will be here.
Someone. It's a rotating schedule.
It's a rotating schedule. So
just like a union strike, you just need a couple people to send the message.
Every day, couple of people.
And once in a while, you get real big and you get real loud.
That's good. I like it. I really do. What do you think, man? Do you think we should have corporations that
Yes. Planet over profit?
Planet over profit? That's right. And that's actually, you can do that with another one. There's another one is alive. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are yelling, chanting?
Chanting.
Are we gonna do some chants? Hey, hey, ho, ho. Cold Power's got, no, I don't know. I'm just coming off it. Yes. Yes, teach me a
I
chant.
like that. Hey, hey, coal-fired power's got to go.
It is, it can be.
We have no more coal. We have what do we want? You would say climate justice.
What do we want? Climate justice. What do we want? Now, okay. What else?
We got no more coal.
Okay. Okay.
That's pretty much all we got right now. I'm being really honest.
Invite your listeners to find that chant.
Yeah, all watchers. Yeah, there you go. I mean, because you gotta face it, folks. Even the garbage trucks are being on natural gas these days, right? It's supposed to be better for the planet than gasoline.
Cracking's bad though, too.
So, you won my... Oh! You won my Deke! Says that he works at a coal-fired power plant.
We want to have a just transition for you too.
Right.
Yes. So, if you work at a coal power plant,
Just transition. Just
transition. So that means you get a new job,
Yeah.
education, job training.
Well, the great news is what
Get opportunity to learn something new, to try a new career, to do something that helps remediate perhaps.
Yeah. Right? It's clean here. Yeah, I like it.
yeah, it's and in Chris Hansen's securitization bill, he has just transition built into each one of these. So as we retire coal plants, there will be a
Well, I understand that Chris Hansen's bill also gives authority for expansion of natural gas electricity generation, and that's going to help consume all of Colorado's natural gas before the plants would be ready for decommissioning.
Just a second. So, natural gas is a complicated subject. We're always trying to lower the amount of electricity generated by natural gas. In this transition period, we might need a few more gas plants to have capacity. So when the sun's not shining, the wind's not blowing, you have enough capacity. Now, the ways you get around that now are not by not relying just upon Colorado resources, but building out renewables out throughout the whole Western interconnection. So we need this to not be just a Colorado-only plant. We need solar plants down in New Mexico that are generating in the winter that we can use up here, and that can help us replace natural gas. We need, hydrogen storage at windmills and stuff, so that can be converted and stored, so it can be used in the winter. So there's a lot of things that have to happen to replace natural gas. The reason coal is undoubtedly not only worse for the planet than natural gas, it's also super expensive and it's super dirty. So the case for getting a coal is ironclad. And the United Kingdom committed to getting rid of other coal plants by 2025. It's a very mainstream demand. A lot of things, people don't realize how blessed Colorado is. Colorado's one of the few states in the country that really can almost be self-sufficient. Between our wind and our solar resources, we don't really need to rely on any other state moving with us. So Colorado needs to be a leader in this energy transition.
Okay. So there you have it, folks. A little bit more on this.
It's loud down here.
It is loud down here. And, yeah, there could be a lot more things going on, destruction and stuff. But again, I just wanted to highlight this. I wanted to bring it down here for a few minutes. Introduce you to more of what's going on. And listen, let's not be confused that natural environmental activity is always going to happen. The idea is that we should reduce it by the efforts of our human footprints. That's what the noise is coming from, by the way. So that our combined viability to survive on this planet is something that has some social justice factors to it. So
We need you to come join us.
come join
More
us.
people, the faster the goes.
Yeah.
Go on the PUC, the Public Utilities Commission. We're going to march on CDBG when it makes sense. The other days we're going to be here because we have to fight for this. You got to walk the line. Come get your steps in.
All right. So with that, folks, I'm going to save some battery power and some energy of my own. Come join us. And thanks for hanging out.